Hi guys, welcome to our community Codeco. In this section, I am going to say addition of two numbers in C. Okay, here I am using dev C++ to run my C code. Okay, you can use anything, but here I am using dev C++. Here I have to go for file and new and source file. So I will get the source file. Here I am going to type my code. Okay, first I will say what is a comment. Okay, two consecutive slash characters used to represent a single line comment in C. Okay, I am typing here by using two consecutive by using two consecutive slash characters we, we will represent single line comment, and in C we can represent multi-line comments by using star slash and at the end slash star and at the end star slash. Okay, here from line 2 to line 8 we can write anything in between. The compiler will not look into it. That is for our reference, only users reference. Okay, and now we will go. We are now, I said we are going to see addition of two numbers, right? So first we are writing that C program to add two numbers. C program to add two numbers. Okay, so I had said two things here: double slash, use it to single line comment, slash star at the starting and star slash at the end is used for multi-line comment in C. Okay, and I have written double slash C program to add two numbers. Okay, first we have to write hash include stdio.h. Here slash is the processor statements are defined by the presence of a pound sign. Okay, slash is the processor and processor statements are identified by the presence of pound sign. Okay, see, I am writing here pound sign. Okay, guys, and include hash include statement is a pre-processor directive here. Okay, I will write here hash include is a pre-processor directive. Okay, and stdio.h contains the information that the compiler needs to understand the what printf means as well as the other function that deals with input and output. Okay, here stdio.h contains the, it's a module in C, that stdio module contains the printf functions, means input functions and output functions. The compiler to read the file, it will read the header file first. So in that header file we are going to have input and output state functions directly. Okay, but I am going to write here for you guys. stdio.h contains the information that the compiler needs to understand the what printf. Printf means as well as other functions what deal with input output, as well as other functions deal with input and output. Okay, and here dot h is the extension, guys. Dot h is the extension. So we are done with that. Hash include studio.h, and here in main, this is the main thing to enter into the C program. Int main function is of type int, right? And therefore it should return an integer value. I am writing here for you guys. Main function is of type int, and therefore should return an integer value. Okay, guys, and here int a comma b comma sum, we are declaring that two input variables and one output variable. A, B are the two input variables. We are taking the input from the user, and sum to return the output. We are using sum variable as return the output value. Okay. See, now what we have to do, we have to ask the user to enter the two numbers, right? Here we are doing an addition of two numbers, right? So we have to ask the user to enter the two numbers. For that, we have to use printf, enter two numbers A and B. Printf is used to, we use printf because we have to, what we have given in the double quotes, that is going to be shown on screen. That's why we use printf, and he is going to be seen on his screen, right? So that's why we are giving enter two numbers A and B. Ask user to enter the two numbers. Okay, guys, and printf, what you have to give here, enter the values of A and B. right guys? Yeah. And what we have to do, we have to get the input, right? For that we have to use percentage d. It is used to get the integer values. Okay guys, percentage d is used to get the integer values. So for get the to getting anything from the user, we have to use scanf guys. Scanf percentage d common where we are going to store a, right? That's why Amazon a comma Amazon b. So Amazon represents the address of the integer values, address of a and address of b. And here we are, now what we have to do, we have to calculate the values of a and b, right? So I am typing here calculate calculate the addition of two numbers. So what we have to use, which operator we have to use to add two numbers plus, right? So using plus operator, using plus operator, where we have to assign output sum, right? That's why sum equal to a plus b, where we have stored, we have taken the values from user, right? We have stored those values in a and b, right? So that's why sum equal to a plus b. And what we have to do at the end, print, right? Print the sum. And similarly printf sum of a and b is percentage d comma sum. Printf sum of a and b is percentage d comma sum. I said earlier percentage d represents the integer values, and sum, there only we had given our output, right? That's why here you have to keep semicolon. Sorry for that. Yeah, well done. Yeah. And at the end, what we have to do? Return 0. Here, on most operating systems, returning 0 is a success status, like saying the program worked fine. Here we have used int, right? So it had to print some integer value. That's why we are giving return 0. Yeah, our program worked fine. If you have used void main means this, about void we will discuss in future videos. Void main means no need to give any return statement, but I used the int main, that's why I'm using return statement. Okay, return 0 most operating on most operating system, returning 0 is a success status, like saying the program worked fine. So return 0. So we have completed the program, so we are closing. So now I am running. First, to run before we have to compile, right? So I am compiling. To compile, I have to save my file. I am saving as add. Okay, add.cc, because it's dot cc is the extension for C, okay, and cpp is the extension for C++, but we are giving C, that's why I add dot cc, save. So warnings and errors are 0, so there is no wrong in our program. I am running the program. See, it's asking enter the values of A and B. I am giving 10 and 20, and my output sum of A and B is 30, correct? Okay. Up to now we have seen addition, right? So now we are going to see in the same program, we are going to see subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. So what we have to do here, we have to just change the operator. For addition, we are going to use plus operator, addition, subtraction, multiplication, multiplication, and remaining division, modulus. Modulus we will use to get the remainder, okay guys. And here we have to do only one thing. We have to change just plus to minus, and I'm going to compile this program. See, I had compile, no errors, and I am running the program. It's asking to enter A and B. I am giving 10, 20. What is our answer? Must be 10, right? Minus 10, because I have given bigger value for B. 10 minus 20 minus 10, right? Yeah. Now we will see the multiplication. Just we have to change the operator here, and again I am compiling. We have to compile every time when we change the program. I am running it, and 10 into 20 we are going to get 200, right? See, it's 200, and again I will change the operator, division operator, and again I am compiling it, and I am running. 10 divided by 20 we are going to get 0, right? Yeah. And now I am changing division operator to modulus operator, and again I am compiling it. No errors and no warnings. I am running, enter the values of A and B, 20, 10, 20. Sum of A and B is, guys, sorry. Here we have to change print. See, here we have to change. If we are giving subtraction, we have to write subtraction. If we are doing multiplication, we have to change it as multiplication, and if we are doing division, we have to change it as division. Now I am doing modulus, so I am changing it as modulus. Okay guys, and I am compiling it, and I am running. See, it will give 10, 20. Modulus of A and B is 10. In this section, that's it guys. We will see in another section.